nothing in my life and in this world more powerful than football. The World Cup is just the most attractive thing on earth. Everybody knows about it. Everybody on the planet. There is nothing that gets people talking more than football. What a thought. And the football itself, which is like the world, is the simplest icon in the world. And second, just behind it, is the goal. And the joy we derive from seeing a goal scored, the ball going through that shape or hitting the back of the net. We worship you, goal.
I've got a job that everybody says that they want to do. I'm a photographer, an observer. Most people are commissioned day in, day out, week in, week out, month, month. I've set myself one project above all, endless project really. It's a job that I'll never really finish. Photographing football crowds, gatherings. So if there's a part B, it's pop festivals. It's about people. At 98, 2000, 2002, they were getting better and better. 2004 in Portugal, I thought, this is as good as it gets. What's next? Germany, 2006. So I was really up for this one. Rising in the east. We went there thinking, this is gonna be fun. You know, this is both as a fan, I think, and as onlookers like myself, as photographers and commentators.
Which is a German company, of course, embracing the old school imagery of the George Cross, which is a handshake across the water. I will be wearing these most of the weekend, along with clean pants.
What's changed about football for you?
I think it's progressed into a great game. There's not as much violence as what there was. There's a lot more money in the game. It enables a lot of clubs to be where they are now.
So how long are you going to be out there for?
We're going to be out there for the group games at least, and then we might go back out if we're progressing from that. We're coming back after that, and then we'll probably go out again.
Excellent.
Maybe not with Molly though.
As if Molly makes it or not, eh?
Welcome in from across the fistula. You've come so very far. All waving flags. We're all waving flags now. Waving flags. But don't be scared. We're only here for a while. And it's on.
Germany, first big gathering, really, first big party, potential party, since the wall came down. How's this going to play out culturally? I remember early in 2006 saying, this can't just be me who goes there with my camera as previous ones. This feels very special. This feels like a team of us should go. I'll do what I do, we'll meet up, and let's make more of a film. We did just that. A few things happened, and this footage lay on the floor, metaphorically if you like, since that day, 2006. Here, on the eve of 2024, Germany have got a major tournament again. We thought, let's make that film, the film we never made.
gonna win it? Who? Argentina.
Zentrum stehen im Wesentlichen
Load of
ganz
rubbish.
gut, sodass diese knappe
Oh,
Führung
Brazil,
hält,
who
aber
what
sie
they
sind
got?
doch
Who they
nicht im
got?
Ziel.
Who they got in the back? You know what I mean? You got JT, you got JD, we got David Beckham flanking in them crosses there. I mean, we're world champions.
What about Germany? They look pretty strong the other night.
I beg your pardon? What? Germany? You're having a bubble, ain't you? What, Germany? I tell you what Germany's going to do. They're going to meet us in the second round. Right, and they're going down, mate. They're going down.
Die als erstes das Puzzle fertig hat, kommt in die nächste Runde. Und dann gibt es
Hey!
What's your name? Pat. What's my name? What do you eat in England? Beer. Yeah? Great time in Germany. Very nice people.
We've all come over to Frankfurt, and I mean, it's look at the weather, look at all the people, look at the crowd here. Do you know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing, and we're part of it.
Frankfurt, second day of the tournament, 3 games played, a 4th going on as we speak. Frankfurt and Maine, there's the Maine, the mighty Maine. Some of the English have tasted it already, jumped off the bridge when they shouldn't have. And how's the tournament been so far? In my opinion, I've been to 5 World Cups, many more big tournaments. Got off to a lukewarm start yesterday. Too many corporate sponsors tickets, not enough fans, mixed with the fact that Germany, to be honest, aren't that confident about their team. I think really the fans are actually out to do a PR sort of victory here rather than win on the pitch. I think they want to be seen to be friendly, you know, after years and years of bad press. So that's really good. That's something uniting the world. They're the hosts. English fans are here in great numbers. You almost feel like there's more of them than the Germans themselves. And we'll have to wait and see if they behave themselves, excel, prove themselves to be the best fans in the world, which to me is part of the whole tournament. I want them to win the World Cup, but I also want them to emerge above the Dutch, the Brazilians, everyone else as the best fans. Munich, I think, was quite subdued, really, to be honest. I think it was very subdued for an opening of a tournament. And, you know, for, in a sense, perhaps the most cultural city in Germany, although that's arguable. I'm going there again a couple of times. I think it will heat up.
That back three, which has former Carlisle man Jack Iredale on the left. Diagonal ball out from right to left is going to go out to play. Is it? Oh no, it's headed down the line. It's a bit of danger for Carlisle United. Picked up by the on-running midfielder there, Sheehan, getting onto the ball. First time
Here's a nation hosting the World Cup that actually was, in a kind of sense, quite a new nation. It only quite recently joined 2 countries back together that had been ferociously torn apart by the Second World War and subsequent events. This was their first real test on their home soil of staging something major. it could have gone spectacularly wrong.
Für euch das Eröffnungsspiel der WM 2006. Deutschland gegen Costa Rica. Daumen drücken, anfeuern, viel
I'm sure it dawned on the Germans, but they weren't into really singing their national anthem, and they weren't really into flying flags around. They weren't done. It was frowned on. It was nationalism that felt uncomfortable to them. I'm there as an onlooker. I'm an official photographer. I have the bib on. I have a number on. I'm meant to be there for FIFA, but I'm there with my own agenda as well. I'm in the crowd, you know, whereas most of the photographers want to be behind the goal, capturing the action. I'm witnessing in that very first match against Costa Rica, it turned out to be loads of goals, I think it was 6-2 or something, but what I'm witnessing is one person a few rows in front of me sticks a flag up, German flag, and others are in horror, you know, Germans are in horror. But actually, some of the English started applauding him, and 2 or 3 flags appeared, and then before you know it, partly because of the joy of the game, Germany winning, scoring lots of goals, colour starts appearing all over. And the singing, you know, not at the start of the match or any official time, just sporadic breaking out of the singing of the German songs and the national anthem. And the other countries, the English included, who you would think might boo and hiss, liked it. In the very first game, it was turning into something joyous and a party that everyone got involved with. We saw within a few games the changing of a nation. You know, right before our eyes, we saw Germany reinventing itself at a football tournament. It was turning into a great party.
This year?
For 22 years of age, he's not going to be back in Europe. He's at 8 years, 12 years. Might be the last chance again. Might have kids by then. So, well, it's just across the doorstep. Let's do it.
Club or country? That's the question.
Absolutely country. Yes, mate. Absolutely country. But then I support Oxford United, so not a lot of competition.
Here we are at Freudenberg and Main, downstream and downwind from the embattled English fans in Frankfurt. We'll probably smell the mixture of Frankfurters and beer in a moment. We might even see a Lilo with an English fan who's jumped off the bridge come floating past. Of course, the World Cup's all about football and a great coming together of people, a great celebration of the world, if you like. But it's also about the search for gold, and these are the things, these tickets, this is what makes you belong or not, and they pass hands at a great amount of money. This was the England-Paraguay. I think some people that I met have paid £1,500 for just one of these. The lifeguards and firefighters National Commemorative Day, and they're going to come from here, from the Golden Sash Hotel area, alongside the man to the church who's ringing its bell there. Here's some of the guys coming in the opposite direction to meet up. So it's their National Day almost. Wow, things that go on.
This was a country that was hosting football matches in cities, Nuremberg, just the name, Munich, Berlin, of course, and others. They had an intensity just about the names, if you like. And then in between those places, all sorts of concentration camps. You know, how would they deal with this? Would they say, we don't really want you to visit them, we do want you to visit them, we want you to pretend they don't exist, whatever. As a fan and observer from England, we predicted this could be quite an awkward World Cup. They've got so many concentration camps that have to be kind of kept open as, you know, places to go and see to understand what happened. And they weren't certainly going to close them during the World Cup. People wanted to go there. But you could have thought that people would come out shaking their heads saying, oh, this country that did this.
It's strange they only discovered it 10 years ago.
I think the infirmary was just down here.
Hello Pat and Alan, it's Stuart, perhaps you're away. Another message, I'm at Luckenwald at what was Stalag, the camp where you were.
It all played out amazingly. You know, people did visit those places, but didn't pour scorn on the hosts. They kind of said, it's very courageous of you to show us your scars, the world's scars, amidst a World Cup football tournament. I can't get over how brilliantly they hosted and how welcoming the Germans were.
Thank you.
The first 20 minutes, I thought Australia played very well. Viduka was looking dangerous. Bresciano cutting through the middle was very dangerous. Look, we had not much width, but it didn't look like it was going to cost us early on. Then, unfortunately, there was a goal scored by Japan, very dubious in circumstances.
Clear foul.
It's football; these things happen, you know.
And what did you think about the price of food and drinks in the stadium?
But I couldn't comment myself. But I thought, €17 for a hot dog was a little excessive.
A good range of merchandise available.
There was a quality range of merchandise in Kaiserslautern, I must say. Plenty of Australian and Japanese tops and scarves and so forth on sale.
Did you put mustard on your bratwurst or just sauce?
A sauce. About the 70th minute of the second half, I added the sauce.
Yes. Till next time, all the best from Frankfurt. This is Sean.
Yes.
And James signing off. We're from Melbourne, Australia. Have a great time, everyone. Goodbye.
let's do something.
Aussies!
I think people will support whoever. Just been given some directions to get to the school. We're doing a talk today. It's a big day, the 20th of June, almost Midsummer's Day in the Northern Hemisphere. Germany are playing Ecuador. Later on, England are playing Sweden, both group deciders. And the winners of each will play the second of the other group, if you get what I mean. So a really big day. We're doing a talk at a school, or I am, showing my slides to lots of German school kids, being joined by a German film crew. We've got an English film crew with us as well. We're meeting up with Ronaldo, very influential editor of Freunde magazine. And there's probably about an umpteen other things that we're trying to fit into on this day. I've got to pick up my films that show my work from the first week, so big day.
Can some with me go to the mall? Is this a possibility?
Yeah. Okay, I think everybody's got this wonderful programme that the school's produced. Basically, we're going to go into the school assembly. We're going to make a presentation to the school. Has anybody brought a book?
Oh, we need to
People brought books? Yeah, okay. So we're going to make a presentation to the school. We've got the band now, so we're going to be singing some songs for them. We understand the band have now got more than one tune, so I hope you lot have got more than one lyric. Then we're going to go into some classes. We're going to do some English language classes, and then, provided the other van arrives, we're going to do the penalty knockout. There's loads and loads of media here, so build up a good positive image of England fans, give them lots of chat.
Good, okay.
So you're going in, you're getting your films, you're in negatives?
Yeah,
you can make like a scenery in that, yeah, you look at that, look at it. Like
absolutely, I believed that I was there's 1,500 photographers at the World Cup here, and I was told I was the only one on the film, the only one. So I'm the last man standing of an old era of
that's
film.
the question I will ask you while you're watching it.
When I see myself in front of the camera in some of these pictures, and I know the person who was behind them, I smiled a lot in 2006 at what I was looking at. I haven't smiled much in recent years. What if 2024, a mere football tournament, could bring the smile back to our faces?
Lost 6-0 and 6-1, and that was a very, very poor performance. And Danny was concerned, I'm sure he was. Well, he was not happy, but gradually working to put the game together. They've got used to the league, if you like. Put these 3 winning games to bed, 3 in a row, and have consequently.
We're actually under the cathedral of all places, a magnificent, beautiful cathedral, and above us mill 100,000 England fans spread throughout the city of Cologne, another 40,000 Swedes, and countless Germans, because it's their big day as well. They're playing Ecuador for title rights of their group and the rights to play England. I sense a bit of trouble here today. I really hate to say that. I've not felt that for a long time. I didn't feel it in Portugal once, in Japan once. So that's like the first time in many, many years that I actually sense it could be a bit of trouble. And I can't blame it on anything in particular. It's not that the hosts, maybe it's just overexcitement today with so much going on, 2 huge games. There'll be the usual drinking, there's the usual heat, but just a sense in me, having been to so many games over the years, I have a kind of radar. Not a huge bit of trouble, but sometimes. So this is one of my staged pictures. I don't stage many pictures, but you've got to when you've got a group like this, you've got to lead their way. It's just a few How many matches do you think you'll go to?
Well, it will be like 13 matches in the first round.
13?
13, yes. And then maybe 2 or 3 of the last 16, 2 or 3 quarterfinals, 1 semi, maybe the 3rd place in Stuttgart, and of course the final, if I get tickets.
So between us, we're on to nearly 50 matches. 5 or so matches. last night in Cologne. England played the placid Swedes amidst a very tension-filled city. Germany were also playing that day. And we drew, which means we have won the group, and I am free to go and enjoy Portugal and Mexico, two of my favourite nations, in Gelsenkirchen.
Because we're lovers, we love all the world. We are
You're lovers.
We're lovers.
We love everything. Mexico! 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 Mexico!
We have heart to win. We have attitude.
He's right. It's
we are
boiling and it's bubbling.
It's bombing, it's flushing, it's everything. Thank you.
So that's why all the things I've been thinking why in Mexico, it's because they're lovers, they're in love with life. It's that simple. What's your name?
Omar.
Thank you, Omar.
Thank you very much.
See, he's not so fearsome after all. Omar. Oh, Omar. Which city?
Mexico City.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I wondered who lived in Mexico City. Must pop and see him next time I'm there. Shouldn't be hard to find.
I'm someone who dabbles with melancholy, nostalgia, what it used to be like. I play on that. I'm also very forward looking. I'm also excited about what's next. I'm not living in the past. I look at this footage. There is nostalgia, of course there is. It's in what we were saying, singing, the way we were dressed.
How does this tournament compare? I know yours was Euro and this is World Cup and you didn't have the mad Mexicans.
Right, but this is an awesome atmosphere.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Portugal was good too though. Portugal, after the Portuguese won, it was crazy. And one thing we noticed is that there's a lot more Portuguese flags on every house. Every house was decorated there. Here, the Germans not so much. But here actually, game venue, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, good.
Well,
Good
it was amazing. We drove through Andorra. Even Andorra is full of flags everywhere. So the excitement is not just here; it's everywhere.
Were we thinking at the time in 2006, this is a great world? I think that World Cup made it a better world. I'm looking at this footage on the eve of delivering it to an audience where it's just us who are looking at it. I'm quite shocked. Some of it's, in a way, very ordinary, but it's not. It shows people getting on of different nations when there's so much bickering going on in the world. No one is looking at a mobile phone. 2006, no mobile phones? Wow, that's a surprise. Very few women. The women that are there, they might well be as big a supporters as anyone. But it's a men's World Cup, Football World Cup. Women's football is nowhere on the radar. From a 2023-24 perspective, do we look back and think, oh my goodness, we had it then. We had as good as it gets, if only we could have kept it. No, I don't think so. Women's football has emerged in the last few years. The joy that's brought to the world in this last couple of years particularly is incredible. So are we saying that that world without kind of women to the fore in football was better? I don't think so. Are we saying it's great to see kind of people hugging each other from different nations? I think we could be nostalgic for that. But who's to say in 2024 it couldn't happen again?
22nd. Never before in World Cup history has there been a group quite like Group E. In my opinion, 4 of the top 10 countries in the world presently are all in this group. I don't know how it's happened, but you've got Ghana, surprise package, USA, Italy, the mighty Italy, and Czech Republic, number 2 in the world. Only 2 will qualify today from the 4. They could, all of them, or each of them, go through. And we're here. And thanks Mr. Germany, who let us park in his front garden. That was very kind of you. It's very difficult to get parked.
The last big year at the World Cup was 1990 for the Czech Republic.
Yeah, it was in Italy.
Yeah. And so how do you think you will do this year?
This year we will winner of the champions. It is for 100% because today we win I think 3, maybe 4-1. And yeah. And then we will play against against Australia, and in quarterfinal I don't know, but in the final I hope that against Brazil, and we will 3-1 against Brazil as a Chile in 62.
In the Czech Republic, what is more important, to support the club through the year or the country?
Country, of course, because our country is not good for fans, because in the league, first league is attendance about 500 people, and here is I think 50,000. It is super.
Wet with rain, Dortmund, match 54. Brazil playing Ghana, and it's raining. Who of all countries need rain? The Europeans could have done with it, they would have played much better and certainly had no excuse to have played badly. In fact, I think it's one of the big setbacks of the tournament. It's been the heat wave. I blame the Germans for that. Certainly they can be blamed for the not letting the fans in with water. I think that's a bit petty. There might be some good reason that they were going to turn it into a water bottle fight, perhaps, but own goal. Another own goal is certainly the roadworks that have gone on throughout Germany at such a time. I think Japan and France, previous big tournaments, cancelled all that stuff. But Germany ploughed on with all this roadworks which you couldn't miss, and maybe they did it as a status symbol, maybe it was essential, but that's a big own goal. And also, Cologne, what a mess. The rebuilding of their city surely could have waited a few weeks till after the tournament. It set an edgy atmosphere in an otherwise brilliant city, and certainly was felt during the England-Sweden game. In fact, I was there this morning, and Cologne had wrapped up after their last game that they would be featuring, and I felt suddenly the attitude of all the locals hardened, less friendly, less time for people. Maybe it'll always be like that now, but maybe it's the disappointment of having had such a party for a few weeks. On the upside, this World Cup has been an enormous boost to Germany, probably its economy, but certainly, and more importantly, its image of itself throughout the world. Okay, there was the war, there was the tearing down of the Berlin Wall, but this probably has been the biggest opportunity in 60 years to find, the Germans to find themselves, to shout Deutschland again with some pride. And some people are criticising that locally, some of the Germans are uncomfortable with it. Okay, I know we're still in the football tournament, but I don't think it's a problem. I think it's good that they've got an idea of themselves again. And it's good that Germany didn't get knocked out early in the tournament. It would have dampened the spirits.
What a very different world we are living in, approaching 2024, than the one we experienced in 2006 in Germany. And here we go again. Germany has the chance to do something again. What have they got the chance to do? It's to stage a party again, perhaps, to bring people together. The things that this world has endured since 2006. Pandemics, Brexit, war, climate crisis. These are all things that have almost got the better of the world. You know, we're beginning to despair. When I think back now, on the eve of 24, I think this was the last great party that we had. What if Germany pulls off another great party? What we could be seeing with 2024 is some kind of return to a normality. The last 10 years, 12 years of tournaments have been strange, unusual choices, far away, or have been a bit messed up. We've had Russia World Cup in 2018, we've had a Qatar World Cup in 2022 with all the criticisms and things. We've had a Euros that got moved back a year because of COVID. We've had interruption. We've had the loss actually of a huge lot of people going to these. Germany could be a return to form. Here we are at the Brandenburg Gate, symbol of all Germany and certainly Berlin. Behind it, 1 mile of Fansfest activities. Little stadiums, huge amount of screens. The other night they estimated 700,000 fans were on this 1 mile stretch. To have so many areas where fans, ticketless or in between matches, can gather and get the same big match atmosphere is absolutely fantastic. Amplifying the feeling, I was there, I was at the match. And this is the same story all over the country at every host city. Fansfest activities, creating like a parallel World Cup. They haven't really had this before. Not in France, not in Japan, in Korea. This is a really new development, and I think the Germans have got it absolutely spot on. So, well done Germany, you've absolutely scored on that one. Whatever we think we're going to this World Cup for, here is the evidence. We see people in green, people in red, people in stripes, people in white, people in orange, people in all these nations dancing around, drinking together, singing together. This is what happened. This is how it was. This is the evidence. Forget the rest. This is what happened. And I'm gobsmacked seeing the joy in people's eyes that you could enjoy life so much. Then, 2006. Perhaps we can again.
Oh man!
Scared.